Up here, family day. Assel. I hear what Assel. Assel.
Go out there and play?
Oh.
You gonna go out there?
Oh. That was good. Look at my brother. That's my brother. Cuckoo is his name.
Me with my old stuff, I don't know if I can.
Your old bone.
Yeah, put me on there.
Both of y'all acting bougie.
Yeah, y'all like y'all don't want the food. Y'all always begging for some. Y'all should see how y'all quick. Y'all food. Have you acting? You don't eat that shit until the last. So
Yeah.
That's the last resort.
Yeah.
You want some real food.
Dogs don't like dogs.
Give it
They
here.
like real
Give it here.
Don't throw that.
Give it here. I'm gonna give it to 7.
Don't throw that.
I'm watching Married at First Sight. But y'all, so I was doing my daily walk and I was just like reflecting on life. I need to do my meditation. It's like way past the morning. But y'all, so I was just reflecting and I was just like, what if, like, I'm gonna be honest with myself. What if God is not blessing me to my next level because he knows, like, is it a sin or is it bad? Like, I know there's people that speaks negatively on me. Like, they've boldly said it in my presence, like boldly said it to my face. So I know there's like people praying on my downfall, like literally, or just don't believe that I could do anything, or just don't want good for me. Like, I know there's people like that around me. And so what if God is like, because what if God is like, I don't want to bless you because I already know as soon as I bless you with where you want to be, you're gonna be like, look at me now, like I'm getting paper. Like, is that a sin? Like, I feel like that is like being boastful or like bragging, but it's not. Like, you remember like what Jay-Z said, I brag different, my, like, you know, my swag different. I don't know, like, I'll be bragging that, like, thank God that, like, he did this for me, but it wouldn't be like I did it myself type of ish, you feel me? But I feel like God is not going to bless me until I remove that spirit out of me. Like, I'm just like reflecting. I was like really thinking about that on my walk today, and I'm like, what if God isn't, like, what if he's like, I'm just waiting on you. I'm waiting for you to remove that spirit out of you, because I know if I bless you right now with what you want, you are gonna go on social media and just be like, and to all the bees that thought I couldn't make it, look at me now. And I would, like, but it would be like, I don't know. I feel like I will only do that because I know, like, I've heard people say that, you know, I can't. And so I would literally be doing it because God made a way for me too. And so, but I feel like that ain't holy. I feel like that ain't of God. So that's why I feel like I always feel like I am close to my breakthrough. I always feel like that. I always feel like I'm close to my breakthrough. But the fact that I would literally shit on my haters, I feel like that's why God is not going to bless me. I don't know. I really want to, that's why I like having like spiritual, like different types of friends, because I want to ask, like, I don't have any spiritual friends that I feel like, yeah, I don't have any spiritual friends that won't irritate me. Like, some of them just irritate me, but I just want like, I want like a spiritual group of friends that I could like go to and be like, is this of God, you know? I do want to ask, like, is bragging and stuff like that of God? And I just want to have like a conversation. I wish I had that for myself, but I don't. Like, I do have spiritual people in my life, but I don't know. I really don't like talking to like some of them about God, because it's like, I don't know, they feel like they are the walking Bible, and it's like, not judging, but you're not. But I don't know, I was really reflecting on that on my walk today, because I'm like, I feel it, like I feel it in my spirit that like I'm close to my breakthrough with like content creating. I feel it in my spirit, but I feel like God has not placed me there yet, because he knows that I will turn up. And not like I wouldn't get a car. I wouldn't get a car. I never told y'all about my car situation either. So 3 years ago, my Jeep had broke down. And yeah, it had broke down before the panoramic. And so then my job had sent us home. And so I was just like, okay, sent us home to work from home. So I was just like, okay, let me do like a really harsh saving. And what a harsh saving was, thankfully I was still living with my mother, so we were splitting the bills. And so I was only paying like, I think $700 in all of my bills all together, and I didn't have a car payment. So what I would do is I would pay the $700, and then since I was working from home, I was only spending probably like $100 to $200 for 2 weeks, and then I would save the rest of my check. And so with that, I was like able to save like a whole bunch of money. And so when I did that, I was just like, okay, I got to a point and I was just like, oh my God, that's a lot of money. It wasn't a lot, but it was a lot to me because I've never seen that amount before. And like all at once, I've never seen that before. And so what I did was I was just like, okay, so do I want to get my Jeep fixed? Do I want a new vehicle? Or do I want to use this money to buy a house? So I was just like in limbo. And so around this time I was being, no, it was before the pandemic. Because I was invited, so in 2019, I was invited to like this girls group that was in Indy. And so I went there, and like all of the females, like they had nice vehicles. And like my Jeep, it was just like, it was just a Jeep. Like nothing is wrong with it, but it was not up to date. And so in my head then, I was just like, okay, I'm being invited to like this women's seminar or whatever it was called or whatever, and all of these women, they're like established and they have like nice vehicles. So in my head I was thinking, okay, in order for me to be there or for me to look a certain way, I need to have a nice vehicle. So that's what I was saying in my head. And so I spent a whole bunch of time saving up money because I did not want to, one, get into a vehicle that I thought wasn't right, like established, and then two, I didn't want to fix my Jeep and then come to find out it was like a cheap fix. Really cheap. And so I got my Jeep fixed, and I something like when I was driving in it the other day, something in me, it was, I don't know what it was, but it was something came over me, and I was just like, I spent 2-3 years without a vehicle because I didn't want to be seen in like an outdated vehicle when I could, and I wasted so much money on like Ubers and rentals and all of that, like, and I wasted so much time because like when I didn't have a rental and there was like events going on, I didn't want to pay the Uber fee. I just wasted so much time and so much, and I was just like, there's nothing wrong with my Jeep. I don't have to have a certain type of vehicle just to have value in myself. Like, it is okay to pull up in your Jeep Liberty. It is okay. Like, it's getting you from point A to point B. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Pull up in your Jeep, okay? Like, the value is within you. It's not in what you have. It's not in what the things that you have. The value is within you. So I like took that away and everything. But kind of off topic, but yeah, when I got my Jeep fixed, all of that to say, when I got my Jeep fixed, I was going to post a picture, and like the caption, I forget what the caption was gonna be, but it was something on that line, along those lines, like the value isn't in the things that you possess, but the value is within you. That's what I was gonna have, the caption or whatever, but the hashtags was gonna be like, she back up and running, talking-ish or whatever. But I didn't, because I really want to ask someone spiritual, like, is bragging a good thing? Like, I know you're supposed to give praise to God when he blesses you, but I'm like, is that a good thing, or is that like bragging? I feel like I'm not going to get blessed until I remove that spirit of wanting to prove people wrong, or wanting to, and it's not so much showing off, because I've never been like a show off type. But so say like if God bless me tomorrow in my dream home, I would literally take a picture and be like, she did it, because people is like, girl, you young, you can't afford no house that size by yourself, you can only do that if you got a man. So I would post a picture like in front of the home or something like that, saying, you know, I did it, I made it, or, you know, I did it without a man, like something, right? Or like if I was to post, I would post a picture of me like in my Jeep, and I would say, you know, back up and running, so my life must be perfect. And I would say, and that's probably why, because I would say the things that people said to me. So the post with the home, oh, you can't get that home without no man, can't no single female get no house that big. That's what they said to me. And so my caption would be, so they would like whatever they said, so they know you said it and God did it for me. Or like with my Jeep, girl, you ain't got no car, how old is you? You need to get your life in order. People that's 30 and above, they don't just be riding around in Uber and blah 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 blah. So my post for when I had got my Jeep fixed was gonna be directed to them, to let them know, like, yeah, you said that my life is like, what am I doing with my life? So look, this is what I'm doing with my life, you know. And I just feel like that's not of God. It's a God ain't blessing me yet. I don't know, but I feel like the fact that I didn't do that when my Jeep got fixed, Lord, that should show you that, yeah, it's in my spirit and I want to, but I didn't. I show self-control. This is just my little daily talk with the Lord. Y'all, I don't normally drink dark pop. I'm drinking a Coke. But every so often, I start to miss my grandmother. And anybody that knows my grandmother, she loved her some Coke. But yeah, I'm not doing nothing. I'm editing a video and I'm trying to upload it. And it's not letting me upload it, which is really making me mad, because why you not uploading? Where is it? It's right here. Okay, it's showing. So fingers crossed this uploads. Y'all, I feel so good because, okay, so I edit my stuff on my iMac, and so you know, like, it's not really that much storage on like computers, and so I ran out of storage. I was able to like throw some stuff away, like trash and stuff, to make some more storage, but it was saying that I need like a little storage thing, and I'm like, okay, because that means I'm working, so that made me happy. or whatever. But I'm talking a lot. I'm gonna cut this down because this is 17 minutes. We're gonna chop and screw that. But yeah, I was just checking in for the day. Hopefully y'all having a good one. I'll probably be on later on today. But yeah.